Okay, folks, this next one here, example number 2, I said there's one more, there's actually 2, or maybe like another part to this one, but here we go. Example number 2 says, you are a geologist studying the growth rate of the underwater volcano Lohi Seamount. Lohi's peak is now about 3,100 feet below the surface of the ocean. You estimate that the volcano has grown 200 feet during the last 1,000 years. Do you see that that's a rate? Okay, so I'm going to write this as 200 feet in 1,000 years. Okay, now I can use that rate to answer this coming question. It says, if Lohi continues to grow at this rate, when will it reach the surface and begin forming a new Hawaiian island? Well, you know what? All I have to ask myself is, if it grows 200 feet in 1,000 years, it's going to grow 3,100 feet in how many years? Do you see I have feet on top, years on the bottom? I just set up a proportion, okay? Now, I definitely want to cross multiply here to find out what x is. So I'm going to do 3,100 times 1,000. So let's see, that's 3,100 with 1, 2, 3 more zeros. Okay, so that's 3,100,000. And then I need to divide that by the number left over. That's 200. Okay, now remember, when I have terminal zeros, that is zeros at the end of a number, they cancel out. Those just go away. So now I've got 3,1,000, so 31,000 divided by 2. And I can really do that in my head. 30,000 divided by 2 is 15,000. 31,000 divided by 2 is 15,500. 15,500. Now you have a calculator. I know you can use it, but you can see how I'm doing that mentally. Okay? Now, that's what x equals. 15,500. But 15,500 what? Well, what was I looking for? Years. In 15,500 years, if it keeps growing at the same rate, then it will begin building a new island, a new Hawaiian island. Okay? All right, now, I want to go ahead and flip to this next example because it has a part of that. And you know what? I actually may bring this. Well, let's see. No, I'm going to leave it there for the moment. Let's see. Example number 3 says the peak of Lohi is about 10,100 feet above the ocean floor. How long would you estimate that it took Lohi to grow to this height? Well, we know that it grows at about 200 feet every 1,000 years. Okay? Now they said that it is 10,100 feet above the ocean floor. How long, x years, did it take to do that? Well, let's multiply. You know, when you multiply by 1,000, you can just write 1, 0, 1, 0, 0. Okay, that's the 10,100. And then add 3 zeros to it. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that's 10,100,000. Okay, then I'm going to divide by the number that's left over, 200. Okay, and remember, we can always cancel our terminal zeros, and that's going to give me, let's see, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0 divided by 2. So 101,000 divided by 2. Well, I know 100,000 divided by 2 is 50,000. So this has got to be 50,500. That's what x equals in this one. But wait a minute. 50,500 what? Well, the units for x is years. It took 50,500 years for Lohi to grow to that height above the ocean floor. Okay? Now, I hope you guys get a good sense of the way we can use proportions with scales, like the Lincoln Memorial and a model, and also with rates, okay, like the growth of this volcano into an island. All right? Great job. You're ready to get to work, guys.